But at a certain point, everybody has to choose for themselves what the path they're going to take. You can't will another person to wake up. You can't will them into their heart space. This is not the first time I've been given this message, but it is the first time I've been given this message regarding the collective board. And so when we were just in the grid, I heard the same message, and I heard they have to make a choice. They have to choose. And it makes sense. And this window makes perfect sense, because what have I been saying? We've got the Pluto back in Capricorn now through November 19th, and then it leaves for 220 years. And this is a window in time that is so important to this collective. I cannot stress enough how important it is. That's We can do intercessory work. We can help through our own positive karma and grace that has been bestowed on us due to the level of work that we've done, the level of undoing that has taken place. We could go in and we can utilize that energy to help people and to help mitigate some of their own negative karma. But at a certain point, everybody has to choose for themselves what the path they're going to take. You can't will another person to wake up. You can't will them into their heart space. You can go in and do the work, and it can help, and it can open a window. Sometimes you can even open a door, like a big slider. But you can't will them to walk through it. That has to be done of their own accord. Like, when I look at humanity as a whole, it's like for so many of them, there's no one home. It's literally like there's no one there, right? And of course, if all that is there is the program, and there's no conscious awareness that's peering through it, then yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at, because all we're looking at is a program. The soul isn't showing up, right? And I see that more and more and more as the days go on. But I also see more and more the opportunity that has presented itself for people to wake up. And obviously, as I said when we went in to do our grid work, obviously there are a great number of people who are waking up, some who have fully, some who are deeply in process, right? And many layers of the program have been shed, and others who are, just waking up to the fact that there's something to wake up from. And all of that is the thing that's now leading us to the space where we are experiencing the vast polarization that we witness every day. The polarization is so obvious. It's so obvious to everybody. The question is, what do we do with it? What do we do with that? What do we do with all the stuff that we see out in the world? And of course, the answer is to do your work. That's what you do with it. Use that. Use what you see in the world to do your work. When you get clear, you just in your clarity, you could think of it this way: there's a matrix for the collective for everything we identify with. So imagine what that looks like. If you could see like a sea of just cells in a body, each one individuated, each one separate, but they're all in this great soup together. Each one of those cells would be a matrix, right? And we're all in so many of the different matrices together. So we look at it like the whole collective is just a whole bunch of interconnecting matrices of energy. And every time you get clear or someone gets clear from one of those matrices, it's not attached to it anymore. And in that, it lightens it up and it makes it that much easier for the next person and that much easier for the next person. So the most important thing, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but the most important thing right now is not that we go out and change the world externally, it's that we change it here. And as we do the work here, this changes. Now, that's not to say you can't go out and do work in the world, do good works. That's a beautiful thing, of course, absolutely. But if you want to see change in the world, it has to start within, always. And if you're really struggling to make it work there, then go out, do it externally, and maybe that'll help move it so that you can look internally, because the two are, very connected.
Sriman